Okay. Um, what we're working on today is adding our HTML email signature into our BoldTrail dashboard. So we're going to be using our email templates and a few things like that a lot more in the upcoming weeks, months, and for the foreseeable future. It looks much better branded to you and is clickable if you set up your HTML email signature. If you looked at the invite that I sent for this class, the screenshot that I sent in there is what um, the HTML email signature looks like in an email that's outgoing from BoldTrail. It's really simple to do. If for some reason, the biggest thing would be if you're not logged into one of these platforms while you're trying to grab a social media profile, that might take you a little bit of time, but that's why I'm going to record it. So that way you need to repeat any of the steps. So I'm going to share my screen. All right, and I'm going to share the whole window so that way you can see what I am switching to. So, all right, we are. You can still hear me, right? Give me a thumbs up, somebody, if you can still hear me. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Show my screen. Anyway, thank you. I hope you guys are not in a loop like that. We're going to stop sharing that. We're going to share. There we go. All right. So if you are in BoldTrail, you're going to click on main design. So that is our starting point, right? If you have been in main design lately, then it should open directly like that for you. Let me get this out of the way so I can see. All right, beautiful. Okay, you have a couple of options for these email signatures. The easiest way to find all of them, even though they're buried under here for you under digital marketing, email signatures, if you just start typing HTML, it's going to pull up your options. So these are the three layouts that we have in here right now. If you're wanting to do some tweaking to them, my suggestion is that you be very careful with doing that. For all intents and purposes today, I'll stick to the design of one of these. When you start adjusting things in the design, because it's an HTML, it can mess up the code that goes behind it. So I wouldn't start trying to change colors or anything like that. If there's something specific you're looking for, let me know and we can get the design team to do it. So that way the design will still work when you complete it. Pick your signature. I am going to create one because I think my current one is this one here. That's on one a little different. You're going to hit the create design button. Fast. All right, it does a whole lot for you. So if you have your photo in your profile already for main design, it should be, that Alexa needs to turn off. Hold on one second. Sorry, it switches audio back and forth and that's frustrating. So your photo should already be in here. If this is the photo that you do not want to use, then you need to click on this photo and then it's going to bring up your uploads and everything that you have here on the left-hand side. So if this, but this does mean that the photo that is defaulted into your account is this one that should be populating now. You can change it by clicking my uploads. Look, I got a couple of agents in there. So if I wanted to change this to Shanna, and this was going to be Shanna's HTML signature, and I wanted something different, you could swap it out right there. Don't do any resizing or anything like that. I would not suggest because, of course, that can break that actual design. So a lot of this is relatively self-explanatory. Your name should be defaulted. Your realtor title should be in here. If you are an associate broker, of course, you can change that and just type over this. This, you could change the color of this in these windows. The problems will come in if you start trying to add text. So if you start trying to add text box and things like that, that is going to adjust the entire design, which can cause some trouble with HTML. You can type over this. I know quite a few of us are ABR, SRS, military certified. That's not spelled right, but you get my drift. Whatever it is, that is where that goes. So make sure that you do include any of those credentials. If you go to slogan, let's see, I think my original slogan, you could use that right here. Keeping it real estate. That was pretty cheesy. Anywho, you can use that line to customize. So keep that in mind. My phone number did not default into here for some reason, but obviously this is for cell phone and then your office phone. Keep yourself compliant. You know that you do have to keep that in there. That is an LREC rule and regulation, is that you have to have the office phone number even in your outgoing email signatures. This is intended for your agent website. Now, this can be a link. I don't think by design it's set up to be a link currently, but let's walk through that right now. Your URL for your agent website should be your first name, last name, dot canal, main.com. All right, so that's it typed out. That's perfectly fine if you want to do it this way. A lot of times Gmail will actually pick up on links already. We use a Gmail product, so Gmail will determine that that's a link, but you can permanently put it into a link if you click that little link button that I just did above there. So now, as you can see, I don't know if you can see from your screen, but it did alter the color just a little bit. So now that is actually a clickable link for the website. Email should be there, and that is great. This is the social media is where most have gotten a little tripped up. So I'm going to walk you through best practices and how to include all of these links here. Everybody with me so far?
I have a question.
What you got?
Okay, I'm still trying to go from BoldTrail to main design, and I missed how to do that.
Okay, so if you're in BoldTrail, you're just going to be clicking on that main design link right here. And that should be taking you directly into the program.
At the top.
Can you see my screen?
It's like small on my phone.
Okay, you might need to look back at this recording on your computer. So if you're on your BoldTrail dashboard.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Under company cloud.
Correct. It'll be, yeah, right there. You can search company cloud. But yeah, it's right midway down. I'm hovering over it right now if you can see it, but you can also search main design, and that might make it easier for you if you're on, search.
Okay, I see.
That'll pull it up for you easier if you're on a small screen.
I got it.
Cool.
Yep,
all right.
Thank you.
No problem. Let's see. Where are we? Right here. Okay. So we've got our website link in here. Our email has already defaulted for us, and that's great. Let's work on these social media icons. So we should all have a Facebook, I think, right? So let's start there. You need to click on the Facebook logo. You need to click on the icon. Now, if you want to get advanced with this, there actually are quite a few different logos that you could, there they are, social media icons. You can replace this image if you feel like you want a different aesthetic, okay? That maybe changing those things around. I say it's difficult. I mean, really, it's as simple as, where to go? Facebook. Swapping that out. So you can change that image if you want to. It's not going to change the next step that I'm going to show you. Maxa Main Design has a really great social media icon folder for you already set up with some of the main ones that we use, of course, in some of the traditional variations. So you can alter this in what they've given you. I would shy away from trying to take an image from your desktop and then trying to replace that here. That I don't know if that would be something that could potentially break the HTML formatting from it as well. So once you have the logo that you want, or if you wanted we'll swap on back to the standard one just so that way we hit undo. So this is what everyone should be seeing right now, unless you changed your icon. So up here to the right, at top right, you see where it says block. We're going to ignore that, and you're going to click on where it says link. A lot of people are assuming that because there is a URL in this blank that it automatically is going to pull your Facebook. It is not. You have to put your actual Facebook URL, your specific one that's linked for you. You need to put that here. So I'm going to show you how to grab it. So you can go ahead, you can delete this, get all of the stuff out of here, and then you're going to toggle over to Facebook. And I'm going to share this tab. I don't think you can see there we go. Let's try to see if you can see my window here. Can you see my, the URL at the top or no?
Mm-mm.
Dang it. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can share my whole window. Okay, now you should be able to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. All right, so this is my personal Facebook. That's what I'm trying to link on main design. So you need to grab your URL. To get to your URL, you need to get to your profile. So this may be your personal profile, or this may be you as a realtor. I'm going to show you both ways, so that way we can toggle between pages so you can figure out which link it is that you want on your signature. So to get to it, you need to get to your profile. So obviously this is my profile page. It's got my face up here in the corner. That's kind of the way that you'll know that you're on your profile. This here at the top is the URL. What you need for this to work is the whole thing. So that means that you're going to need to click on this and expand it. So you need that HTTPS, the colon with the // you need that in this URL, and you need to be able to copy the whole thing. All right. So we're going to take this. We're going to copy this. So copy for you guys, if you highlight that and then right click, you should come up with a copy option. If you're on a Mac, Command C is what we're rolling with there. I'm going to toggle on back to main design, which I think you should be able to see. Nope. Let me switch my windows. There we go. Wait. In the window there. There we go. All right. In this window here, so I'm going to then paste that long URL. So I've got the HTTP, and I do like that it says open in a new tab. So that way it's going to open your Facebook just in a separate browser. So I dig that. Nothing else that you need to do right now. This design, remember, automatically saves, and we're going to save and close whenever we're finished with it completely. All right, so same thing with Instagram. If you're doing this from a desktop, you can do the same thing from your Instagram, actually. So I'm going to find that for you as well. If you're not on Instagram, you actually can do this from the company page as well. And I'll show you how that could work if you don't have a TikTok or something, but you don't want to delete the icon. So we're going to look at Instagram. Nope, you want to see the whole thing for Instagram. All right, so on Instagram, same thing. You're going to click over here. I think I'm logged into Canal Main. You're going to click on that profile photo. Oopsie doopsie. Hold on. Stephanie can't see. Hold on, I can click on my story here. Oh, there we go. Sorry, profile. I was clicking on that story and seeing the story. Scroll down on Instagram. So Instagram, since I had an active story, it was going to bring me directly to view that without going to profile. So profile for Instagram, I was missing that because I needed to scroll down. So if you see the Instagram logo right here, hey Shayna, congrats on your sale. You're going to click that profile. This should bring you to your grid page. So you're going to know that you're on your profile page because you're going to see everything that you have recently posted. Similar to Facebook, you can click on that URL bar there and it's going to expand all of the words there for you so you can highlight and copy that whole URL. So we're going to Control C this for me. And then I'm going to switch back into, there we go. I'm going to switch back in here. And now my Instagram is in here as well. Perfect. YouTube. How many people have a YouTube for an agent? Not just what you let your kids watch, Bluey or whatever the kids watch these days. Anybody using YouTube? Okay, I'm going to show you how to remove it, and then I'm going to show you what the company YouTube is, because I do post your stuff there. Look, we can all be better about YouTube. Some of the greatest numbers in conversion in real estate for social media platforms comes out of YouTube. People say it all the time, so don't forget about YouTube. It is actually a really, really great tool for your business. But let's say you don't have one and you're not going to put the company on your email signature. Just delete it. And do you see how cool that was? It snapped them all together. So it keeps them together. It keeps the spacing and everything correct. But for this example, I'm going to show you how to find the company's YouTube. So same process. We're going to delete that. Otherwise, it's going to go directly to YouTube in general. And we are going to look at this window. All right, so here we are on our company YouTube. YouTube, the website, the URL looks a little weird. It's a little longer. So if you double click to expand on that, I'm going directly to this shorts page on Instagram, whatever this is, YouTube, sorry, which is pulls you here. So this is the page that I want people to pull up. YouTube by default brings you to videos. We run more shorts because that's the vertical video that YouTube uses. Anywho, this is the URL you're going to copy right here. And how did I get to this? Let me show you that part. If you're just on your home screen on YouTube and you don't know and how I just got to Canal and Main, it is as simple as doing a little search. And we actually come up immediately. So you just need to click on the profile and that's going to bring you to it. I liked this shorts page because the profile of the shorts shows a little bit more because just we post more there. I'm going to copy that. And then I'm going to drop this back in. Nothing here. Same thing with LinkedIn. We're going to go over here to the LinkedIn. Are you able to see? I don't think you can. Hold on, let's see. With LinkedIn, it's at the top. Window, LinkedIn. There we go. All right, now you can see it. So LinkedIn, same thing. If I am on the home screen of LinkedIn, so let's say I'm seeing other people's stuff on LinkedIn, I'm going to click on my face, view profile. Here's your actual LinkedIn profile. So again, just make sure that when you're grabbing the link, you are on your actual profile page and you're not just sending them to any URL from just from you being logged in, because that will just return them just to linkedin.com. So I'm going to copy all of this long URL here, going back over. All right, come on. There we go. Too many tabs open. There we go. All right, and we're going to paste that there. Last but not least is TikTok, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to pull it from here and put it in BoldTrail. Believe it or not, you can actually grab your TikTok URL from here also from the internet, so you do not have to go back and forth from your phone. You can go to, there's TikTok. Can't see. All right, here we are on TikTok, on the TikTok. And your URL for TikTok is going to be all the way there at the top. Oh, wait, I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. That's it. There we go. Wait, can you see that? Or did it just act crazy for you? Anywho, hold on, let me show you what it looks like. TikTok is odd. It's not letting me show you this whole window for some reason. Stop presenting that. Now it is. Okay, sorry, it was just being ornery. All right, so TikTok also, sort of like YouTube, looks weird as well. But you can get to it. So if you are just on TikTok, sorry for the videos really start. If you do not have one, now main. Click on this profile here. You don't even need to be logged into TikTok. And now this is the Canal and Main profile. Works exactly the same for with your personal TikTok as well. You would just search your own name and get to your profile. Control copy. And let's take it back to main design. All right, add a TikTok. Lovely. All right, so now I have all of my links here. I want to just bring up one thing, just if that was a little, if that seemed like you're already past that, you also can add documents here too. So what could you do with this? This is just me telling you to put your thinking cap on. You could attach a link here. You could attach a link to your personalized buyer book, seller's book, something like that, that has a digital link, even if it's a PDF that's hosted online. So think about that. Maybe if you I mean, you could link it to your review page on your actual personal website. So there's a lot that you can do with it being HTML. If you have an idea and you want to try to work through it and see best practice, let me know. Just schedule a step sesh. I've trialed and errored a few different file types attaching to this email signature, but this should get you far. So, all right. So now we have our completed signature here. Now what we need to do is we need to share it. So we're going to share it, but by sharing it, we're actually just going to be copying and pasting the HTML, and we're going to be pasting it into our BoldTrail account. So stay with me. We are going to be clicking on this HTML code. And if you've never seen this before, you didn't click the wrong thing. This is right. You don't have to highlight all of it. You're just going to copy it. Allow. All right, you're going to copy this text. So now I have all of this text here on my clipboard. Once we have copied that, we're going to roll back into our BoldTrail dashboard. Give me just a second here. All right. Come on. Hang on. There we go. Can we hear me? All right, perfect. Google unexpectedly closed, you know, because I'm running a thing today. So, all right, thankfully, we still have our HTML copy. Let me share back where we were. Let's see. So we have our HTML copied, and now we're getting into our BoldTrail dashboard. So I am about to share that with you. Get back to where we were. All right, y'all should be seeing this. Let's get that out of the way. All right, so if you are on your in your BoldTrail dashboard, you're going to click on your face up there at the top right. So if you click on your face there, you're going to go down to my profile. Okay. Hit this edit profile button right here at the top. Scroll down until you see the signature right here. We're going to delete mine that's already in here. How about that? Let's see. So, oops, let me get out of that and save it so it's clear. So, all right, so yours should be clear, right? You shouldn't have anything in here. You're going to click on these two little lines right here. That means HTML. So if you ever see that anywhere in your BoldTrail platform, it means it accepts HTML. And there's a lot that comes with that also. Click this, simply paste. Okay. Do not touch anything else with this. It is formatted exactly as it should be. You're going to hit the save button, and no, that is not Stephanie, but it is a completed email signature. So we're going to go right up here and we're going to save, and then we're going to cancel that really quick so I don't send anything out as Shanna's face. And now this is going to appear at the bottom of any outgoing email that you have that comes from BoldTrail. I ran through that, maybe fast, maybe slow for you. Do you have any questions? We're all updating our email signatures. Awesome. It is a relatively simple process. I wanted you to put your eyes on it just because I do think that the social media links is what really trips everyone up. My biggest takeaways is do not forget the HTTPS colon and the 2 backslashes. That can break your whole HTML platform. If you don't like the 3 options that are there and you're like, hey, I just really want to see it look like this, let me know. We can adjust that for you, but don't start trying to modify the existing template because it won't work. Coming soon, what we're doing is we've talked about it before, but we are going to try to put it into practice. So we're going to be using the email templates and we're going to be dropping content in for you to send out. So your market stats, instead of just seeing the document there. You'll have it in an email template ready to go too. But they will look much better if you do brand your email for yourself. So work on that. If you need help from me, I will be around. Hopefully this whole thing recorded without a break in the middle. If not, I'll record a simple video and upload that. If y'all don't have any other questions, have a great Thursday. Bye.